Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ann Brown on the line, all the way from Accokeek, Maryland. And today I have a special guest. This lady is an expert in the travel industry. You know, she is very, very accomplished. She loves to have fun, loves absolutely helping people, bends over backwards to help everyone succeed. She truly, truly knows the travel industry. And one of the things I'm most impressed about with her is that if she doesn't know, she'll ask questions until she finds out. And not only that, but she's making quite a lot of money in the travel industry. So I wanted to give her an opportunity to share a recent event that she attended that I mean, when she talked to me about it, I was so excited. I said, "Hey, we've got to share this with the world because I'm telling you, you know what? She made me so excited that I vowed to never miss this event again. It is an annual event, it's an industry event, but I tell you what, when you hear some of the things that she has been she had privileged of taking advantage of because she attended this event, let me tell you, not only are you going to want to go to this event, but you definitely want to make sure you are a part of the travel industry, and we can help you with that. Please help me welcome, and everybody, if you have any comments or anything, just put them in the chat, and we'll definitely try to make sure we're addressing your comments as well. If you want to if you want your comments addressed live, then you know you need to definitely get StreamYard, but the you should see the directions there. However, this is a great opportunity for us to just chat during the noonday hour while you're enjoying your lunch or maybe you're chilling out. And so please help me welcome today our special guest, superstar travel extraordinaire, Miss Michelle Thomas. Michelle, can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear me okay, Ann? Can you hear
Oh
me?
yes, I can hear you loud and clearly. Now, Michelle, you know, when you started telling me, weeks ago when you said, "Hey, I am going to this event," I said, "Oh, okay, have a good time, have a good time." But yesterday, when you started telling me about the great time you had and all the stuff that happened, I was like, you know what? She's not leaving me again. She will not be leaving me again.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so I tell you what, but I couldn't be mad at you. I had to kick myself because you told me, you said, "Hey, don't you want to go? You should go. You really should go." You kept saying, "We going, you really should go. This is gonna be awesome. You should go." And I did not take heed. And I'm telling you, I regret it now. Michelle, can you tell us about Cruise 360, what it is, and just give us some insight in terms of your experience this year?
I most certainly can, Ann. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your live, today. I admire you so much, and what you exhibit because you are definitely a product of the product. I mean, I've seen you. You are traveling, girl. You are out there. You are doing it. So you've left me behind a few times. But I certainly enjoyed our trip to Brazil together and some of the other venues and things that we've shared with our company events. And I admire you so much in everything that you do. But yes, let me tell you, this was an event. This was my first time attending the Cruise 360. And what it is a conference for travel professionals that is sponsored by CLIA, the Cruise Line Industry Association, which gives you your credentials and accreditations to specialize in the cruise industry, to just take advantage of that space and immerse yourself and become a specialist. And so I recently enrolled in the ACC accreditation, a 2-year program, to get that in-depth knowledge and certifications. Is my first time attending the Cruise 360. And I mean, it is every and anything that you would want relative to cruising. Let me tell you, it was so exciting. I mean, it was broken down. It was like 4 days, and every day was a different experience. I mean, you got to build relationships and network with your fellow agents, and then you got to get close associations and network with the vendors and other representatives within the cruise industry and the vendors that we associate ourselves with and have relationship with. But then there were other sessions that allowed you to see the leaders of the product lines, where you got to see the presidents of the major cruise lines and got to hear them express a lot of information about their feelings about, what's going on in the recent climate with COVID, the adjustments that they made, things and lessons they learned, and then moving forward, some of the things and ideas and things to expect in the future. And then you got a chance to meet, the business development managers, the BDMs in the different arenas, because it was not just cruise representatives, but it was also destination representatives. So it was a mixture of some things. But we got CLIA seminars, which allowed you to take training and formal courses that associated with the accreditations. And then the cruise line showcases, where each of the cruise line vendors got to showcase their products. So you actually got to see and experience in a virtual method because of COVID. We didn't get to actually step foot on the ships, which was a little disappointing, but that's okay. We got the gist of it. And then there were some there was receptions and sponsored events, and then general sessions, and then there was a gala. It was a big gala in which awards and recognitions was given out at that time. So it was very exciting, so exciting. Every day was something different. And for me, it was just the camaraderie, the excitement, the networking, and seeing other travel agents who have the experience and knowledge in the cruise line and booking travel and booking cruises in particular, and what they've gotten out of it, and then getting different ideas about how you can enrich yourself even more. So for me, particularly with the coursework, it was very interesting in talking about niches. How you can cater to certain groups of people who have needs and interests and desires to travel together as groups based on special interests, and then one of the specialized niches was weddings. And that was really intriguing, and how you can have the destination weddings, and do it via cruise. And that was very, very, very interesting. And then, of course, how to relate and how to promote and market to customers, and make sure that you understand and identify and satisfy their needs with your product and your services. So you got to have better communications, and you have to be able to listen and understand, so that you can definitely better service the customers and expand that clientele. Because when you give them the experience of a cruise, then they're going to be repeat customers, because let me tell you, it is just amazing. And of course, being a travel professional and specializing or focusing in the arena of cruises, you have to be a product of the product. You have to see if the ship is as big as they say, if the entertainment is, meets the standard, and the food, and you have to, see the experience of the ship and be able to convey that back to your customers. So I ain't mad. Somebody got to do it. So one of the big things that came out of the event for everybody, I'm talking about everybody, and is that was an Oprah moment that Royal Caribbean gave every one of the attendees a cruise, a free cruise. Yes. So we haven't gotten all the details yet. That's what I'm saying. Woo, woo. But that was a shock to everyone. It was like, oh my goodness, you get a cruise, you get a cruise, you get a cruise. And it was just amazing. And of course, throughout the whole 4 days, each of the cruise lines, particularly Carnival, this Carnival was celebrating their 50th anniversary, a birthday. So that was exciting. So they were particularly giving away. I think they were giving away at least 3 cruises a day. So you had to register, but you had to be present for the drawing. And with the workshops going on, people were excusing themselves, I'm making this bathroom break right about now so I can see if I'm going to win this cruise. But there was several people who won multiple cruises. When I was in one of the cruise line showcase seminars, they had the drawing because it was the family of Carnival, and the Carnival product line is so vast, and I was not aware that there was so many of the cruise lines that fell under Carnival. But in that section, there are 6 cruises that were given out, and that was just amazing. And one of the young ladies who won one of those cruises had already won 3 already. Imagine the chances of that. So that was just very exciting. And then the destination workshops was very, very good because it allowed you to understand better, I guess, relative to the cruises when you dock at the different ports. So if you want to go straight to certain destinations, understanding what that atmosphere is like, what does that destination have to offer your customers, and just understanding, what it would be like to visit that destination and experience that. And I for me, Martinique was one of the destinations that was kind of very enlightening for me because I really had not wasn't familiar with that destination, and not really. And then next, Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. It's not just about Punta Cana, so just understanding the different other destinations within Dominican Republic that are just as fascinating, just as intriguing, and the different areas that could really appeal to clients. If they are golfers, you want to go to this destination as opposed to that one because that is where the best golf resorts are. You know what I mean? So that was very, very good. And then there was a trade show where the one whole evening, this big hall was just covered with all the different vendors, all the different representatives there, for you to get information about their services, their product lines, the destinations, and you got to talk to each of the representatives and make connections with them. A lot of them, like I said, with some of the BMs, you got to actually meet that business development manager for your area, through which you can communicate to further, that product and serving, customers by making bookings there. And I was able to make a connection with their Aruba BDM, and that was exciting. There were several cards. One of the things to me that I got out of it that was useful for me is the American Cruise Line, right? And I know I'd heard of them. I had not yet booked with them or had an experience with them, but the American Cruise Lines is just what it says. It's a product line, a cruise product line that services the United States. It's all about understanding the destinations and what we have right here in our own country, because most of the times the cruise is about going to the Southern Caribbean or going internationally to doing a European cruise. But about understanding the culture and experience that you have right here in your own backyard. So that those cruises, are all about understanding the USA, and their shipyard is based right here in Salisbury, Maryland. And so that was very interesting. And I was like, wow, I want to find out more about that. So, I got the information so that, I could better understand those itineraries. Where does it go? What does it have to offer? And all of that. But and the thing is that the ships, they are like medium size, I guess, capacity. So the construct of the ship is as such that it can get to ports more easily than a huge big ocean liner. So it's still a nice capacity for a cruise line, but because of the way the ship is made, it can kind of maneuver a little bit better. But that was very interesting, just knowing about the American Cruise Line. So I will definitely be, pursuing that a little bit more and getting a lot more information about that. And like I said, the virtual ship inspections was interesting, because they gave us the virtual look. We went and did the videos, but we were able to kind of hear from them a little bit better. I think the perspective of how the experience can be enriched by sailing with them, and it was everything from yachts, right? If you really want a more high class experience with a more intimate environment where it's not thousands, it's just like a few hundred cabins, on these yachts, and it's just a little bit more intimate, more specialized, and so that was something different, something that I wouldn't mind experiencing myself. It's like, oh, I think I need to go on that. I think that I can better serve my clients by sharing with them the full the full experience of being on that yacht. And the other thing that I thought was very interesting, and it opened up a whole new market or an idea which I had not yet pursued either, is corporate events. And celebrity really talked about that in terms of why would it be better for corporations who are having their corporate events to have them on a cruise ship as opposed to having them in a hotel, where all those expenses and all the things that they need to consider for their company can be streamlined and tailored with just a one-stop shop for the cruise. They don't have to worry about entertainment, they don't have to worry about the food, all of that, the conference rooms that they would need, all the technology that they need set up, all of that can be provided for them without, the event coordinator does not have to worry about all those little individual aspects of that event, because they're easily covered right there, by the liaison for the cruise, that would make that very easy and streamlined, and make it more affordable too, I believe. So I thought that was very interesting, and an easy marketing benefits and aspects, and the con and the pros for that. Very little cons, I would think, because who wouldn't want to go on a corporate event on a cruise? So I enjoyed, hearing more about that. So it was very, very
Michelle, if
intriguing.
I could interrupt you right now, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We're just getting through COVID. And I know so many people are saying, you know what, those are tight quarters. I just don't know if I want to be in a cruise situation right now. I think I might just wait. Now there are some people who are gung ho and they're like, look, we're definitely going on a cruise. I, we know we have some friends that actually just returned from a Europe cruise. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to see the pictures and to talk to them, they're so excited. And to see how the cruise line actually took care of their
Mm-hmm.
concerns, making sure that, sanitizer was there, making sure
Mm-hmm.
that you actually, when you in handling the food, making sure that was appropriately done, making sure the cabins were clean, making sure,
Yeah.
you know, from what I understand, even if you left the ship, you had to come back and make sure that you weren't running a fever, or if you had a
Mm-hmm.
test that you didn't have COVID. Did they talk
Mm-hmm.
about that at all in terms of what they were doing in the cruise line industry to ensure that our clients are safe?
Oh yes, that was definitely a concern, and they are following the CDC guidelines, and they're really following that in terms of making sure that the clients feel comfortable and safe, in terms of feeling protected against COVID and all of that. So they did talk about that, of course, and like you said, they are taking every precaution. The cruise lines themselves are ensuring that their ships are safe, and that people can feel comfortable, sailing with them. Now, some of the destinations themselves no longer have some of those restrictions. You know what I mean? So if you're going, for instance, if you're going to Aruba, maybe, they no longer require the vaccination or the mask and stuff like that. So you have to check, the State Department, for each of those destinations, to see what the guidelines are for the destinations that you're going to. But relative to the ships, they definitely are still adhering to and having the tight guidelines and ensuring that everyone is is protected and that they are safe, in terms of testing and stuff like that. So yeah, they are still, being very tight with that and making sure that people who are sailing are properly, have the safeguards and that they are safe and that they're vaccinated. Yes.
That's amazing. Well, it sounds like the
Hmm.
Cruise 360 event was absolutely amazing. And it sounds like to me that, if you took the effort to go, you absolutely had a great time. And
Yes.
you walked away with the free cruise. And you said some people
Yes.
walked away with two or three
Yes,
free
they absolutely
cruises. How
did.
cool is that?
I know,
Oh
right? You
my
definitely had to
God.
be at the right place at the right time. But I think it was well organized in terms of each day you had something to do. They provided some meals that were breakfast that we had on 2 of the days. We had lunch a couple days, and then of course the gala, which was just amazing. The gala had the dinner, and it had very good entertainment too, because the entertainment that they had at the gala was actually some of the entertainers that was on actually the cruise ships themselves. One of them was a Donna Summer performer. So she performed, just did her full performance, I guess, that she would do or typically does like on the ship. And that was just amazing. Oh my God. And then they had one group, Mosaic, a completely a cappella group. All of the instrumentation was coming from their voices. And this was amazing. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what in the world? It was just phenomenal. It was phenomenal. And just being able to meet the different representatives, like Adolfo, with the carnival, right? Actually being able to meet him in person and talk with him more. And he actually got a major award at the Gate of the Lifetime award, so he was honored. He really was, and it was well deserved too. And we got to meet just several, talk to different representatives, the clear representative. We got a chance to talk to him, to Charlie. So it was just very good. It was just amazing. And then meeting and talking to the different fellow travel agents to hear them talk about their experiences with groups in particular and what works for them and what hasn't worked for them, and giving us ideas about things that you can do to tweak your business. For me, I particularly enjoyed getting, it was very beneficial, is getting the resources that allow you to tap into each of the cruise vendors websites and the travel agent resources, the training tools, marketing tools, educational tools, and to know that you can also pursue and get their individual accreditations within their cruise line. So you can be a specialist, within celebrity. And if you take their training, then that gives you even more advantages and accesses and opportunities to get more in-depth experience with their cruise lines, like possibly a free cruise. So, if you take that training and you put in effort with them, they will definitely put a little bit more effort with you to ensuring that you definitely get a real close up experience with their brand. And I'm sure you're familiar with the Canard or the Princess. Both of those, if you take their in-depth training and become a Commodore level with them, you get definitely like a 14-day cruise with them, 7 or 14-day cruise if you take that training. So being a travel professional, our industry is just so rewarding because we get to serve people, we get to help them just enhance their lives, because there's so many benefits of travel in and of itself, period. But to make that happen for them, particularly with the cruise, that's just amazing, because you have multi-generational cruises, which is yet another type of niche, where now you have the kids, the parents, the grandparents. You just have the whole generation that can be served on the same cruise line, and they have different activities and experiences that can appeal across the board to everyone. So a cruise is just so breathtaking. It's just, life is about creating experiences. It's nothing more meaningful than sharing different destinations and experiences with your family, or friends or associates. You have to experience that. And I feel so honored and privileged to be able to create that and make that possible for people. Because I was able to do that with my family. I was able to take my mom, my daughter, my brother, and my aunt on their first cruises. And if I had not had this association with this industry as a travel professional, that was a missed opportunity. So I'm just, you know, it's so valuable, so valuable. Absolutely.
Michelle, I'm glad that you touched on that because I was just going to ask you about your story. How did you get started in this? Because I know that you have a degree and it's not in the travel industry. You've built a successful career that's not in the travel industry. And now you're landing in the travel industry and helping so many others as well. Could you take a few minutes and tell us about your story?
Oh my goodness, Anne. Wow. you know, um, it's not where you start, it's how you end up, right? So I am I'm currently retired. I retired in January after 38 years of government service. Oh my goodness. So being a government employee or any employee by that, in any regard, you don't want you want to increase your bottom line. And you want to minimize what you give back to Uncle Sam, so certainly you want to have the best strategies, the best tax strategies for making sure that you can make that happen. So I was pursuing or had interest in having some type of home-based business so I can minimize my taxes. Okay, so that was something that was in the back of my mind. So I ran across this opportunity. It was presented to me. It made sense. Right away I knew. I was like, wow, this is awesome. A travel home-based travel business, right? Because there's no products or no quota or anything like that. I didn't have to have a garage full of cruise ships and hotels or anything like that. So that was pretty easy and a simple decision to make. But not only that, but personal things going on in my life. I was just kind of feeling a little bit broken, and I needed an escape, right? And needed to do something different and kind of get myself out of a dark place. So taking advantage of this opportunity provided that for me. They gave me the tax advantages, connected me with some amazing people that had mindset and direction and focus and opportunity and a desire to succeed and just be at a whole nother level that I wasn't at the time, but needed to be. So it compelled me and helped me put myself in a better mind space and put myself in a better situation and empowered me to be more successful personally and within the business. And I already mentioned the escape. Oh my God, what better way to get escape than through a travel business? The different events that we participated in allowed me to travel to many places I had not even thought that I could do. And like I said, it allowed me to um, share and provide the experience of cruising for the first time with my family. But not only that, and the desire to empower myself to become better, it allowed me to take myself to another level personally, and it allowed me to just move on, to move up, and to do it with financial benefits. Okay, because once I got more belief in myself and in the business. I mean, that was a no-brainer, the business. Oh my God. But joining partnerships and creating relationships with people like yourself and you and Nick, oh my God, it was just amazing. So when you surround yourself with positivity and empowerment, then that's going to rub off on you, and you have nowhere to go but up. So it's not anything I can keep to myself anymore because it's just so beneficial and empowering. And the money ain't bad. The checks do cash. And so, now I have the joy and the desire and kind of, that's my focus is helping and sharing what we're doing, and helping others pursue empowerment, with amazing company and all the benefits that you can that comes with that. And just having the best life that you can have on all areas. So I don't know where people are in their life, but you're not where you're gonna be and stay for the long haul. But definitely, this opportunity will take you, that you had no opportunity that you could even go, but you enjoy the journey, and you really like the destination. So so happy that I had the opportunity for this business, and that I took advantage, and that I did say yes. The best decision that I could have possibly had made, and to think about where I would have been if I had just stood still, because sometimes you just have to move, and you have to move. And that's what I did. Yes, absolutely.
Wow, wow. Well, I tell you what, we are running out of time, and I could just listen to this for the rest of the day. But I tell you what, I know that some people are tying in during their lunch hour, some people are clicking it later on. Whenever you're listening to this, we just say welcome and thank you for taking a few minutes to learn more about Cruise 360. And if you're a travel professional, this is one
Yes,
of the industry events that you want to make sure that you attend. And like, I
absolutely.
mean, based on what you're saying, it has so much value from the seminars, from things that you can learn not only in the cruise industry but in business itself,
Yes,
entrepreneurial seminars, those discussions, actually
yes,
hearing from the vendors that are fueling our industry, actually hearing, getting the information from those
absolutely.
representatives absolutely makes a difference. And it just gives you the mark of a professional. So
Yes.
many people get started in the travel industry and stop or don't really take it seriously. But when you
Mm-hmm.
begin getting those credentials, the ACC credential, when you can have that
Mm-hmm.
behind your name, that is amazing. And it's a mark to those of us in the industry that you've done the work and you've gotten those
Mm-hmm.
credentials. So
Yes.
that means a whole lot, especially in the cruise industry. You definitely don't want to put
Oh.
somebody on a cruise and not know what you're doing, because that can be
Mm-hmm.
a disaster. So, Michelle,
Absolutely.
in closing, is there anything that you'd like to share? How would, if someone wanted to get started in the travel industry, how would they get in touch with you? I put your email address in the chat, but are you looking for more agents that you can kind of groom and help them be successful as well?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. This industry definitely has room for people who are definitely who love to travel, who want to help other people have those experiences, and who are looking for an additional stream of income. There's nothing greater than having a business that supports your passion, and you can get paid for that. So get paid on your fun. Get paid on the fun of other people. So absolutely, absolutely. And you can earn as you learn also. So you don't have to know it all, because we have, system and support, and we have the resources that give you the training that you need to be successful as a travel professional. So absolutely, if someone wants more information and interested in knowing how they can get involved and take advantage of this amazing industry, you can definitely reach out, give me a call, 301 327 1205. Again, it's 301 327 1205. And that's Michelle with two L's, Thomas, here in Bowie, Maryland. And I absolutely am just open and very eager to share and lock arms and network with other people who want to take advantage of this amazing industry. Absolutely, and we can have fun and travel the beaches and the islands of the world. Yes, and the Cruise 360, needless to say, was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So that ain't bad. It's typically in Florida, right there in Fort Lauderdale. And in alternate years, they didn't do it last year, but they've also had it in Canada. So the location does change. I think they alternate between Canada and Florida, but they didn't the last couple of years. It was still in Florida because of COVID. So who knows? Next year it may be in Florida, it may be in Florida, or it may be in Canada. But certainly you can get more information by going to cruise360.org to follow and find out about the future events. And if you want to know more about the CLIA and their certification, you can certainly go to cruising.org. Cruising.org. Yes. For
Well,
the
all
travel
right.
professionals thinking about it. Yes.
All right, all right. Well, there you have it. Now, one of the great things I like about the company that we're aligned with is that we can, we can actually fall under the umbrella of their CLIA and begin to book travel until we get the certifications ourselves. And I think that is so great for a host agency that
Mm-hmm.
actually gives you the opportunity to go on and book travel and make money from day one while you're getting those certifications. And so that's one of the great things that I love about our business and I love about our particular agency. Now, another great thing that I've learned is that right now our company is allowing people to actually get started much at a much lower cost than we did.
Mm-hmm.
We paid $500 to get started with our home-based travel agency. And
Mm-hmm.
now our company is allowing people to kick the
Yes.
tires, see what it's all about, giving you
Mm-hmm.
full access and allowing people to try us out for 30 days for only $79.
Wow.
$79
Yes.
to actually be able to see, you know what, this is for me, or maybe it isn't, or let me figure out, like you said, my niche market, which one, what am I going to focus on? And so you get access to the training, you get access to all of our products, and we have more than just the travel agency product. We also have a travel membership, and
Mm-hmm.
but it's all things travel. And
Yes.
so our company said, hey, right now with COVID going on, maybe people want to make the decision in terms of whether this is what they want to do. So we'll give them a trial membership, an opportunity to see if this business is right for them. And so, if that is something that you're interested in, definitely get in touch with Michelle Thomas or myself and say, hey, you know what? I think I'd like to get started for the 79 and see if this is for me. And guess what? We're going to work with you and get you. Our goal is to actually get you a $500 bonus your first 30 days in business. That's right. Get started for
Yes.
79, and our goal is to actually help you get a $500 bonus your first 30 days in business. Now, I call that a return on investment. That's some kind of
Absolutely.
ROI. If you can get started today and do what's necessary and earn a $500 bonus within 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
you, now you've made your money back and then some. But get this, during that time, you also get an opportunity to get some training, actually learn more about our company, learn more about our products, so you can make a qualified decision. So get in
Absolutely.
touch with myself or get in touch with Michelle. And no matter what, Michelle, we've got a gift for you today, both me and Michelle. You can get my gift by going to www.thankyouforbeingnice.com. That's www.thankyouforbeingnice.com. And with that, I want to give you access. I want to give you access to some discounts when you travel. So go to www.thankyouforbeingnice.com and simply register. Now, if you like Michelle, or if you were a guest of Michelle today, you definitely want to go to Michelle. What's your Vortex website so I can put it in the
It's
chat?
it's www.cheapertravelportal.com.
Cheaper
www.cheaper
travel,
cheaper
cheaper
cheaper.
travel,
Mhm.
cheapertravelportal.com.
Yes.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you are serious about saving on your travel, definitely go to www.cheapertravelportal.com or www.thankyouforbeingnice.com. Set up your discount site. Set it up. You have to put in your email address. You have to choose a password that you're going to remember that works for you. Neither one of us are going to know your password. So you need to know that for yourself. So when you get ready to travel, you have access to those discounts. We save our friends and family. So we save our friends and family money on their travel 85 to 90% of the time. That's right. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some savings on our site. So make sure you write it down. www. I'm sorry, www. Thank you for being nice.com or www.cheapertravelportal.com. Make sure you go to those sites today, right now, and set up your discount account. Do it right now. And I'm telling you, you'll be much better for it. We're going to save you some money. Either myself or Michelle will actually reach out to you personally to say hello
Yeah,
and to welcome you to a life of travel savings. So, Michelle, as we
absolutely.
end this call, was there anything else you'd like to say to our listening audience?
Well, no, just thank you for tuning in, and we hope to hear from you, help you save on some travel, or be with us next year at the Cruise 360 event where we'll be getting some of those free cruises. So let us know if you want to go.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Have a good day. God bless. And we look forward to seeing you, and I do mean you, on the beaches and the cruises of the world. Bye bye.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Anne.
You're welcome.